5-minute long bit about a fictional Batman villain who was inspired by fleshlights.
I've just been watching the original Adam West
Okay.
Batman show. It's one I bought the complete series, so I'm just working my way through it.
That's
It's
awesome.
so bad, but I fucking love
That's
it.
great.
Damn.
Yeah. All right, so we are live now here with Autumn and special guest Mike Brown from
Hi.
Gotta Love Them
I
Movies.
brought peaches.
Yay!
I'm
Yeah.
donating.
Welcome.
Oh,
Awesome.
Nice.
awesome!
Welcome.
Everybody should
Everyone's
donate.
being like super helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, this is donating to a food bank. Should I not be eating right now?
I hope not, because I've been eating
No,
this whole
please.
time. That's
Yeah,
okay.
no,
Okay.
like,
He's all good.
I've been snacking a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was gonna say,
I've been
like,
shoving.
what a terrible thing for me to do right now if I'm just like, hey, you guys should donate to the Hawaii Food Bank. It's really good. It's gonna help a lot of people get food in their mouth.
hmm
It is.
Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
The more food, the merrier.
Look how happy Mike is. You can make other people that happy. All you do is just click the link down there, donate, money goes straight to the food bank, and then they can make food straight to the people. Yeah.
Perfect.
As we're about to start episode 10, he's RU, so if everybody's ready to start their Hulus or whatever, we'll hit play.
Oh shit! What am I doing?
If you want to watch
So
along,
we are on season 5, episode 10 of Lost.
Yeah.
We're all
Title,
watching on
please, are
Hulu,
you?
but if you have a different way of watching,
You know what? Yeah, let me hold it up.
cool.
I'll pull it up on my phone. How about that?
Nice.
Let's
Sweet.
do this shit. I said season 5.
Yep, season
Mhm.
5, episode
Episode
10. And let's see, it's 3:30, so we are in our 7.5 hours in to our 14 hours. So we already passed the halfway mark. Feeling pretty good.
Sweet.
Feeling pretty good. AJ, how are you feeling? You've been drinking,
I'm all
so
right. Good. I still got my glass here. I slowed down a little bit.
that's
Well,
good.
well,
that's
that's
probably a good
good.
thing.
Like,
It's-
remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just me trying to stay positive for the remaining hours. So. but,
Remember,
so that's
I'm the one
everybody.
that falls asleep when we're podcasting.
And I'm the one who knocks. So
Yeah.
let's
Mhm.
get this underway.
All right, we all ready to hit play on our various?
Are we gonna play
services?
like the ABC logo? Like, is that gonna play? Are we
Um,
timing this into the same?
Yeah.
Okay,
As
great.
close as we can
we-
get it.
yeah, we'll all hit play
Yeah,
at the same time,
as
and
close
we
as
should
we
be
can,
close
because
enough.
I don't think Autumn has ad-free, right?
No.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to catch up
That's
after the
fine.
ad break. So that's
All right,
good.
who's
All right,
counting
cool.
us down? Are the
Go.
people at home counting down as well?
I
Are
hope
we
so.
all like literally pushing play at the same
Yeah,
time?
we
They
should
will.
be.
Tell you the
and
truth, I have no idea whether or not there are people at home.
Who knows? There's
Well,
at
they
least one
should.
person.
Do you know
I
what the
think.
numbers are?
Because if they're not, they should.
Yeah,
be
but
wearing
you don't want to
masks.
know.
Okay.
Idiots.
But thank you for watching, those of you that are.
yeah. Thanks for not being idiots.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for donating. Thanks for hanging out with us
Yeah.
and taking time out of your weekend, your busy weekend in the middle of a lockdown state where you can't go outside or do anything.
Yeah, but you could be
If-
watching so many other things.
If anybody wants a Comic-Con 2020 enamel pin, let me know and I'll tell you how to win this later.
Yeah, we'll get into
Nice.
that in a minute.
Those sound
Perfect.
kind of like collector's items.
They definitely are. All right, let's all hit play in count down from 3 and we'll hit play. 3, 2, 1, play.
David, you didn't do that. It was like 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Yeah,
We'll work
you
on
know.
your syncopation
Right, yeah,
later.
yeah.
It's fine. It's all good.
I'm good at counting. I'm not good at timing. I didn't forget any of the numbers. That's the important.
Well, it says it's playing, but the time counter's not moving for me.
It's-
Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was taking a little bit extra to load.
Yeah, probably. So we'll all be
Right,
up at a
okay.
couple of seconds, and that's okay.
I'm at 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 seconds.
Okay, so you're
So you're still watching.
You're
3 seconds
actually
ahead of me.
still ahead of us. Then. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm at like 35 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, when you get to 48, let me know and I'll push play.
Okay, right now. And viewers, let us know in the comments what the time code is that you're watching this at right now. I'm just
and
curious.
we will not get an accurate thing because it will be in the past.
Yeah, I'll know tomorrow when I read the comments.
They're like, we didn't sync it up that way.
Time. It's a weird thing.
It's nice to meet you, Ben. I have my
Different things.
subtitles on, so
Oh, yeah.
so we're not like breaking, copyright law.
Hmm.
Perfect.
Now this is the Saeed origin episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the Saeed episode.
Saeed learns to kill a chicken for his brother.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Oh yes, the classic Saeed episode, the one that changed every one of our lives.
We've all done it. We've all killed a chicken at one point, right?
Well, except
Yeah.
for Saeed's brother.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, sorry, spoilers.
Right. Yeah.
yeah. And we never know what happens to his brother because he's never mentioned or seen again.
I thought his brother is the one who marries the girl of his dreams
Oh,
in the sideways
yeah.
reality.
That's right. So he does exist in the sideways reality. But I don't think we see him
Yeah.
in the real world.
We don't know whether or not he killed the chicken in the sideways reality, though.
That's true. Maybe that's how he gets the girl, is that he kills the chicken and she knows that he's
This also has
a
echoes
man.
to like a different character too, right? The character that we see in like Mr. Echo. He actually has to do some stuff to like save his brother too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same though. It's not like taking a life of a man.
You guys,
yeah,
I'm just
but
gonna.
it's basically the same thing.
I'm just gonna ASMR this peach.
Ooh. That's
That
a wet peach.
that sounds very relaxing.
That's
And I'm on
some
board.
Oh, that
good
goes with the
bonus
secret.
content for listeners.
This eventually, yeah. This is good stuff.
Now
Let me.
we have to wash it. Now we're going to wash it down with a little sparkling water.
That is ASMR as fuck.
Thank you.
That's where the real money is, so if you're on
ASMR
YouTube.
AF.
Absolutely.
That should be the new channel, ASMR AF.
Just super aggro ASMR.
Yeah.
Wait, Saeed's in prison.
Oh yeah, this is he's been this is in the 70s. The Dharma Initiative have him, and he wandered out of the
it's that
jungle.
guy. What other movies has that guy been in? I've seen him
So
in
many
so many
things.
things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff. He's been in a few. You've probably seen him. Well, I think the most recent thing I've seen him in is probably Twin Peaks: The Return.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, weird. This. It's where we get a young Ben here. They had to find a kid that kind of had like, bulgy eyes, but not really.
Yeah, his eyes keep growing as he gets older.
Yeah, like a goldfish.
Yeah.
A separate reality.
You guys
This is like
ever read that? I have not.
This is like how you get serial killer kids, right? Isn't this the same scenario as Problem Child 1, where like there's a kid that's
We should have an
retiring
OnlyFans account for this.
Yeah.
a jailed suspected murderer,
Is that
Wait,
what
or
the
was
was
plot?
that how Problem Child worked?
right? Wait, because like wasn't the Problem Child into like Kramer from Seinfeld, and Kramer from Seinfeld was like a murderer that was escaped from jail or something like that? Does anybody remember the plot?
I haven't seen it in so long, but that doesn't sound.
It's something like that. I've never seen the entire movie from start to finish,
Right.
but you are definitely bringing up like a lot of memories that what is it like when you have like a memory that actually isn't your own memory?
We've been
like,
talking about these all day.
It's like you've pieced other people's thoughts and ideas. Like
Right.
there's parts to my childhood that I don't remember, but I've seen photographs and I just have put these own visual stories in my head together from stories that other people have told me.
Yeah.
And so now I have these weird memories. But yes.
Like it's like sort of pieced together from the collective unconsciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like an osmosis of information that you kind of know, but it's not known.
It's like a reverse Mandela effect.
No.
Yeah.
That's the way that I feel about like alternative, like emo-ish rock from the early 2000s. Because I hated that shit back then and I refused to listen to it. But now I have a Spotify channel that's like only that stuff, and I'm just like, oh, this brings back memories that I feel like I never actually experienced.
Yeah.
Like I love Fall Out Boy now.
You guys, Saeed just murdered someone.
Oh yeah.
The money.
He did it with the most tresemme of hair. Like he was like fucking hair is luxurious.
The tresemme of hair.
Ooh la la.
It's that cool leather jacket. He's outside of O'Toole's, right? No?
That is a pretty cool looking leather jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Matthew
That's the
Fox is in
jacket.
this?
Yeah. He's one of the main guys.
Look at that leather jacket. What is this? People are cloak and daggering it up to the max.
Yeah.
Over there.
What do you guys think the show would have been like had everyone's accent been Russian?
That is
It's
a
just
good ass question.
Everybody
Yeah.
had like a fucking Russian accent, and they're just going across like, "Oh yes, it's been a pleasure working with you."
Finishing everything with a da.
Da. So that's it.
Yeah.
Da. I killed all those people for you. And now you're just walking away.
It would make it also possible to know who the bad guys are if everybody has a Russian accent.
Everybody's
Also-
a bad guy.
Also, the costume
Yeah, it's an
department-
island full of bad guys.
The costume department for this episode, they're just all like, put a hat on Mike Emerson.
Yeah.
Make it real. You know, this
Real,
doesn't
like,
amount to a hill of beans
Yeah.
scene kind of thing.
it's one of those commonly misremembered movie lines.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably yeah.
Because I'm watching it with the subtitles on, I
Right.
have like all the sound effects cues like
Yeah.
written out. Keys
Yeah.
jingling. Door unlocks.
This is
That's
great.
the best part about sound effects.
Yeah.
Sometimes it describes weird things and you're like, wait, what?
What is that
So-
sound?
I hate watching movies with the subtitles on because like you have to read as opposed to just watch the movie.
Mm.
However, having said that, watching with subtitles on actually helps clarify a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I know more of what happened in a movie when I'm watching it at home with subtitles than I do when I watch it in theaters.
Yeah. It's easier to track, I think. Especially like when people's names start getting thrown around. Like it's easier
Yeah.
to associate a name if you can read it and see the face.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, it helps when if you live somewhere where there's a lot of mopeds that drive past your house while you're trying to watch TV.
It's a pretty standard helper for me.
Yeah.
So I live in Harlem in New York City, right?
Mm.
And about 2 hours ago, I actually went outside onto my balcony and I filmed this. I can send it to you guys later, but there was this huge entourage of like these. I've never seen cars like this before. They're like souped up dune buggies, but they're like maybe $150,000 cars. They're ridiculous.
Right.
And there's like 5 or 6 people in the neighborhood who own them,
Mm.
and somebody cranked up the tune. I love it when you call me Big Papa, and they're just all stopped at a red light, literally right in front of my building, and just this echo. And like it's Manhattan, so the
Right.
buildings are huge,
Mm.
and like all this noise is just echoing through the streets. It was It was crazy.
Dang. Yeah, that sounds intense.
Maybe like $1 million worth of vehicles just
Wow.
rolling down the street.
Listening to Big Papa.
I
Yeah.
love it when you call me Big Papa. I
Damn.
hope I didn't break any copyright laws just now.
Me too. I would hate for you to go to jail over that.
I hope I didn't break copyright law. Go donate to the Hawaii Food Bank.
Yeah. Make
Would it help
Make it
if
worth it.
instead of saying that you were singing a song, if we said that you were quoting the movie Hardball with Keanu Reeves?
You know-
Yeah, I remember this.
I think we're falling into similar territory.
I've never seen
But
that.
yes, we'll
Yeah.
take it.
It's basically Keanu Reeves' Bad News Bears, but there's a scene where he's rapping Big Papa.
Nice.
That's
It's my favorite part of that movie.
I don't remember this.
You guys, Horace and I have the same haircut, and I'm also watching subtitles. I had to actually turn it up to figure out if Horace and I are of the same gender area.
Whoa.
I think I need a haircut, is what I'm saying.
Autumn, put your glasses down.
Oh yeah, do you have the same glasses?
Oh no, mine are red.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
But you're right, I should probably have them on. That's it.
Yeah, can you
That's the
see?
confusing part.
I mean,
I like to think I can see.
technically you do have them on.
Yeah.
Technically.
Which is always.
Yeah, just not on your eyes.
Yeah.
All right, we'll try it with the eyes. Maybe I'll get to see Horace better. Maybe. Well, now we're watching the stubble, or I'm watching the stubble on what was
Sawyer.
Sawyer's mouth, Sour's face.
Sawyer's strong, square jaw.
Sawyer's strong, manly, masculine jaw.
I can see the stubble on her face too, though. Awesome.
Keys jangle.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, I should probably put that.
So David, Dapper, and Chad.
Yeah.
I know all of you guys from the great state of Hawaii. Autumn, this is our first time meeting. Where do you cohabitate?
Same town. I'm
Yeah?
just just kind of on the outskirts of town now, and yeah, I do or had done stand up with Chad and AJ and David sometimes.
Sometimes, not often. But yeah, I've done it.
Wait, do you not perform anymore? I mean,
have-
obviously no one's performing now.
Oh, funny story about that. No, I'm not performing as much anymore, or I hadn't been, just because I'm also a mom to a preteen. And sometimes
Sweet.
life happens. It's
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Everything's been so jacked up this year. Everything's been down. Oh,
Wait, why? What are you talking about?
Jacked up.
Is there
Well,
something bad that's happened this year, AJ?
Mike.
I'm
Chad,
having a
we
great
need to talk.
2020. What are you talking about?
I want to see the one person that's just like, what? What?
Seen a lot of people post a photo of a dumpster on their Facebook, but I don't know what the reference to.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It's a trash strike or something. The garbage man.
That is a good question. I want to see someone that tomorrow out of home, 2019. What happened?
Okay, do you remember? I have to remember each other. Right after COVID happened, everybody going down. Weeks later, Jared Leto came out of this weird kind of like, hey, go to a camp, like, or Los Angeles, and he was like, let's stay zen, let's like get ourselves on the right track. And he came out of this thing, and the world had literally changed in the past week.
You know what happened?
I remember hearing about that, and I think at first thought it was a joke, but then I saw pictures from his weekly or whatever. It's like, oh,
Wow. So,
Like that same thing, like somebody wakes up out of coma and they're like, wait, what happened? You're like,
Yeah.
nobody believes that the world has come to a stand. Nobody
Yeah.
believes that somebody just flipped off the light switch to the world.
Yeah. Damn.
It's like, no, you're joking. Well, what are you talking about? Like, we have to quarantine? No, that's not. Murder hornets? That's, come on, you're pulling my leg.
Yeah. It's like that whole thing is nuts. Now, as race-wise as UFOs, the United States government confirmed that there are vehicles that they have found that are not of this earth, which is fucking crazy to hear those words come out of the United States government. What are you
and
talking about?
do you know who is mostly credited with getting the U.S. government to admit this?
Is this supposed to be Bernie Sanders?
No, it's one of the guys from Blink-182.
Yeah, Tom DeLonge from Blink-182.
What?
Tell me about this. This is crazy.
David, you want to elaborate? Because I couldn't even remember which member of Blink-182 it was.
Yeah, he's always been like one of
How
those
is
like
it that the
into aliens guys, and he started an organization. I think it's called To the Stars Academy, and they're all
shit?
doing UFO research and dealing with the government and
so
getting
is
them
that-
to release, unclassified
To the
documents.
stars. What? So that's the thing. Like it's a UFO research type of thing. It's
Yeah.
not like a let's let's go and do mathematics that gets us into space? Because that seems like what's
Yeah, I think it's something
Yeah,
like
but
that. I think it's
he's
called
like-
something like that. Let me look it up. But yeah, it's
I see. To the stars. Damn.
You guys have decided that for the next 10 minutes, anything that anybody asks me or engages me in conversation, I'm only going to respond with the words that pop up on screen.
That works.
that's fun.
That's a
So-
good game.
Yeah.
That is a good game.
What do you want, Ben?
Well, I gotta tell you,
Why would
Mike,
anyone kill
I
him?
just want to tell you that big fan of your show. I watched it the other day when David was guesting.
So you're in danger?
Yes.
yes. I gotta say, how do you keep your hair so shiny and silky smooth?
Are you sitting outside?
Well, I'm sitting inside. I'm on a couch right now at this particular point in time.
Just waiting. Presumably for you or me to show our faces, and that's why you're here.
I love this game.
So I noticed that there's a lot of collectibles and Funko Pops behind you. Which one would you say is your favorite? Which one has the most sentimental value to you?
Every choice you've made in your life, whether it was to murder or to torture, it really hasn't been a choice at all, has it? In nature, it's what you are.
That's a surprisingly deep answer.
Hmm.
I'm not what you think
Right.
I am.
Well, please tell us.
So it's To the
Who are you?
Stars Academy of Arts and Science is the organization that Tom DeLonge works with for UFO research. And that's what he's doing. He's not in Blink-182 anymore.
Wait, say that again?
It's the To the Stars Academy of Arts and Science? What was it?
The two things,
Yeah.
the two flavors that blend together so well. Arts and science.
Yeah. And UFOs.
Yeah, that's the creamy center of the arts and science sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah. UFOs.
That's where the Venn diagram of arts and science meets is in UFOs.
Obviously.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. You guys ever see a UFO?
Mike, have you seen a UFO before?
Have you guys? I haven't. You have?
That's a terrific question. He should answer.
Yeah, please get. I need this
Oh,
story.
he has to wait for all the dramatic
Door
stages
shut.
first.
Yeah.
Doors slide shut. I can't give you anything.
But not
But
even any
love.
info.
I can't give you anything but love, baby.
Well, that's fine, Mike. But I really want to hear about these UFOs.
I'm plenty of oldum, baby. I'm plenty of oldum, baby.
Alright, fair.
Is that a word?
You are pretty much a lot of old. So where do we go from here? Is my question.
Oh.
Happiness.
And what else?
Who is that man?
He's been in all kinds of stuff. I can't think of any off the top of my
Almost convincing.
This guy was in an episode of the X-Files where, like, he was in an episode where it was that MK Ultra program. Well, not really the MK Ultra, but
Right.
it was the program in which the government was like talking to him in his head to get him to commit murders, which was like a thing back, and even kind of around today. Where
Yeah.
like I remember that episode. It was like one of the other seasons. I want to say season 1.
Yeah, I think it's the early one.
He's
That's one of the
he's
ones
trying
where
to
it's
get
like
him to take LSD.
there's ATMs telling him to kill people and stuff. Is it that one?
Right. Yeah, that's where like the microwave was flashing.
Yeah.
Kill him.
I remember that.
They're trying to give him a sugar cube full of like 2 or 3 drops of LSD or acid. Probably. I'm assuming those are the same thing. I don't know drugs.
Yeah. Some kind of truth serum drug.
Yeah.
Something you make when you live inside a teepee in the jungle.
Yeah.
Hey, where are you guys exactly at in the show right now?
At 21 minutes and 7 seconds. Also, your video's gone out, and I don't know what to do about that.
Me neither.
It's beyond our control.
So, Mike, are you a fan of Lost?
I was. I'm gonna drop the
Oh,
the pretense for a moment. Yeah. Um, when I didn't come on board until just before season 2 dropped, and all my groups, I was in college at the time, and all my friends were passing around the season 1 DVD box set. I was just going from like one group of friends to another group of, like, from dorm room to dorm room, so that everybody could binge season 1 as fast as they could. And then it came around to me, and I was like, everybody's talking about the show. I have no idea what it was. I binged all of season 1 all in one go, and I just fell for it. I loved it. I told my mom about it. I just went ahead and bought the box set, one for me and then one for her, so I could give the other box set back to whoever it was traveling onto. I wanted my own copy. And from there on out, my mom and I, because I was living in Philadelphia at the time, so we would watch Lost together every Wednesday night, or I think
So
something like
that
that.
sounds right.
Every Wednesday or Thursday. So we were watching it every week
Hey, there you
together, and like we would call each other on the commercial breaks, and be like, "That was crazy. What'd you think?" And we were in it. Like, we were so invested. Seasons 1 through 5. I'm assuming anybody who's watching this playback right now has already finished the series, and you know how it ends. So can we talk spoilers?
Yes, but
please.
you can't talk about the first season and the first 10 episodes of season 2 because we haven't watched those yet.
There you go.
Okay, so but I can talk about season 6.
you can
Yeah, you talk
how
about
it
season
ends.
6. Yeah.
Okay, so when season 6 started, my mom and I, we were like, this is going to be the coolest thing ever, the best series of television ever. It's going to beat Twilight Zone, it's going to beat Arrested Development, it's going to be Seinfeld, it's going to be Magnum P.I. I don't know who argues that Magnum P.I. is great, but whatever. We thought that it was going to be the greatest thing ever. And then they start on this whole new story of, like, there's this tribe of temple people and they're upholding the light in the dark, and like this, and it was like, what the fuck is happening? And we got down to the last 6 episodes. There were only 6 episodes left of season 6. We're like, all right, well, let's hope that they tie it up. And then at the end of the episode, whatever the fuck left, will be, and they didn't answer shit. And then we episode like 5 left, and then 4 left, and 3 left. Next week, and the last episode was to call your question, and they didn't answer. Fuck.
Yeah.
Come on, sucker. They throw every foul-mouthed word I can think of. They didn't answer anything, and they threw the whole. No, you were the whole time.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from too. I think a lot of people had reactions just like that. Like, it was so divisive because, like, people were invested in the thing for years, you know, and then all of a sudden it kind of, for a lot, it fell flat, or it didn't provide any kind of major catharsis. But I hear you though. Yeah, it is. It was an interesting show, kind of controversial in some ways, mostly in storytelling, not with like the themes, but just with the general means of them holding so many things close to the chest and character stories and all that stuff.
What I'm curious about is, for you guys as Native Hawaiians, or if you're not Native Hawaiian,
None of us
for
are
people
Native.
who have lived in Hawaii, like during the filming of Lost, a lot of people living in and around Honolulu, definitely Oahu, I assume probably some of the other islands, were cast members in the show. So for people to be so deeply rooted and entrenched in this show, to have it end on such, as you say, a divisive note, what was the reaction like in Hawaii in, when did it end? 2008? 2009?
Six or seven, I think.
Okay.
6 or 7.
I
Around
think 9 or
that
10.
I think.
Yeah,
Was it 9 or 10?
I think
Oh,
so.
whenever it ended, like,
Right.
what was the reaction of people who were living there, who were in the show?
Oh yeah, what's that? Sorry. Oh, remember that. I think the people here. I remember the general vibe was kind of disappointed, but then like it depends. I don't know. I don't remember feeling disappointed. I remember feeling like I felt satisfied enough with the emotional arc that a lot of the characters went on. The general island mysteries and all the unanswered stuff. I was like, I get it. Like I think since then, like a lot of the creators for this kind of stuff, they went on to like to do other projects that ended up wrapping up a little tighter than Lost, because Lost was like they left so much open, and then they left so many things unexplained. But I guess it wasn't the point of the story they were trying to tell. It was mostly these people stories. But then, like a lot of people who are invested in a big part of the lore and all that, they were disappointed because a lot of that stuff doesn't get answered, and they just kind of get hand waved away. I thought that Jacob and the Man in Black episodes towards the end were like, I wouldn't call them a cheat, but then they also didn't satisfy like you would think they would. You know, they felt like I don't care about these two
Well,
brothers.
I didn't mind
going
like
at
the
each
Man in
other.
Black and Jacob. Like I didn't mind that storyline. In fact, it actually kind of made sense. You had like the light side, the dark side, the angel, the devil kind of thing. And I thought that thematically that kind of worked for me. But when you get into the even just like the magical, what was it, like the magical well or like spring of water or like a pool or something like that. I was also all about that. I was like, okay, cool. Because season 5 is all about like the weird time travel shit.
Right.
And it's easily the weirdest season of all of Lost. But I was with it because I trusted the writers. I trusted Damon Lindelof and shoot, who's the other guy? Who?
Carlton Hughes.
Yes, Carlton Hughes. I trusted them that they were going to take us in a direction that we couldn't predict. And, you know, there were so many theories right from episode 1. The opening shot when Jack opens his eye, which was such a kind of an iconic shot, especially for like bringing television the level of cinematic storytelling that Lost brought to the genre. It was such like I say, iconic moment or like an iconic shot that kind of represented this show is eye-opening. Like everything that's about to happen is going to shock you in a way because it's going to take you on a journey that you never could have predicted. It is truly eye-opening. And for the series to close with the same shot of Jack closing his eye and knowing what we know, like, oh, you were just dead all along. Like, that was the fan theory that people were predicting ever since episode 1, season 1. And we're like, no, that's way too simple. Like, they're not going to do that.
Right.
Yeah, they did. Even after multiple interviews came out, they're like, no, they're not dead the whole time. Nobody died in a plane crash. Like, they came out in interviews and said, no, we're not going to go that route. And then what, season 4, the 2008 writers strike happened. And they were like, yeah, we don't know what the fuck to do. And then all the writers from Lost lost their jobs, and they had to get all new writers. And they didn't know what to do, so I don't know. If they're just dead the whole time.
Interesting. Yeah.
Wait, is that the consensus? Is that what the ending meant?
What do you mean?
I mean,
Because I've never figured out. I've never, like, the very first episode of Lost I ever watched was the finale. And
Okay.
when we got to the ending of that episode, I'm like, what the fuck was that? Right? They say that he dead the whole time. He died on the plane, and then it crashed, and that's why all the beaches are empty. And David and Amy are like,
so much turmoil. You saved yourself so much anguish.
and David and Amy are just like that. That's a theory that some people have. I'm just like, because that's what it looks like. That's trying to indicate.
Yeah. It's true.
yeah. I mean, they talk about it throughout throughout the last season that like the whole Flash Sideways thing. That's the afterlife. They're dead the whole time they're in the Flash Sideways. But the stuff that happens in the main timeline still matters, I think. So it was kind of like a halfway thing
So it
about
will
they
be
were dead the whole
everything
time.
after the nuclear explosion.
Oh, the Flash Sideways stuff, yeah. But I mean, they still did stuff on the island afterwards in the 6th season, right? With all the stuff with the smoke monster becoming Locke, and then Jack becoming all the stuff, and yeah, it's a separate thing. So it's like a halfway thing. Like the overall theme of the season was, yeah, they're dead, and that's the big mystery of the Flash Sideways. Not all.
Yeah.
I think the Flash Sideways actually made it more interesting because for me, I looked at it differently than how you looked at it, or either of you looked at it. I kind of held on to the Flash Sideways. I kind of thought the other parts were just maybe either backstory or just an alternate reality that could have happened.
Right.
But they were never really clear in the way that they designed things.
But
And
they never clarified. It was they gave you so many things to think, oh, this could be it, but then they never actually went through and answered anybody's questions. They never clarified certain things, so it could be one thing, it could be another, but for me, it's just a big, massive waste of time.
Yeah, you mean entirely the entire storytelling,
The whole series, from start to finish. It was a waste of television because it didn't mean anything.
I think a lot of people had a similar reaction to it, and that's so interesting because this show almost acts like Rorschach on whatever, because yes, you could look at it as there's some promises that weren't fulfilled, and that's the check that these storytellers and writers are making, right? Like, we'll write the check that we will, that you can trust us for this, that we will answer your questions, and we take that to the point. In this particular case, things ended up in a different place, and also in the place where they said that they might not tread, but then it ended up being a little similar to that. But yeah, a lot of people felt betrayed, and they felt that it was a waste. I always had the feeling that there's so much more richer things to grab and dig out of the show that was more than the general story. And then you have all these people coming to terms with whatever stuff they're having, and that the island functions as this place for them to work out their trauma. All the way up until you get to the end game stage, which is the final season, in which case all gloves are off, and it just becomes like this freight train of all these different things, all these different mysteries and stories, and now you got magical brothers that are trying to fight for the soul of people, determine whether their life should go on or not on the planet.
Right.
It's all that weird stuff. I don't think it sticks the landing exactly. I do like the show for what it was over the seasons, which is this weird,
It's a great mystery. It's a great mystery, but as you say, it just didn't really stick the landing. But it's a great you're right. There's so many twists and turns.
Yeah, but then I can understand if that check isn't paid by the creators, in full, and I can understand how people are like, I got chipped, But
right.
Then, I know there's still some other things that they're trying to hit, and then it feels for me at worst, it's an uneven, where you're trying to pick a pie, but the pie just comes out uneven, where it's not burnt, but it's not fully cooked. Yeah. So
that's a metaphor. It's a half-cooked pie.
There's some good parts in there.
There's a flaming van. There's a flaming van.
Hell yeah.
Flaming van. Holy shit.
What's happening to that shed right now is what happened to my heart in the last episode of this show.
I do like the half-baked pie metaphor, or the unevenly baked pie, because it doesn't indicate that it's ruined.
Right.
It means that there were parts that there should have been more done with. There were parts where things could have been better, but it's not a burnt pie where parts of it are just well, this is fucked.
Yeah.
But assuming that it's a chicken pot pie, you do run the risk of getting salmonella as you eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
It can be toxic.
It can do real harm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if that can do real harm to you, comparing this to a Rorschach, the show to a Rorschach test. I mean, yeah. I mean, who knows?
Whoa,
Who knows?
whoa.
Nobody knows.
I don't know. I don't know.
What kind of pie is lost?
Yeah.
Viewers, please feel free to mention in our comments what kind of pie you think the television show Lost is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best answer, I'll send you a pie.
Don't dare say strawberry rhubarb.
I've never had a rhubarb in my life.
David will.
I-
Oh,
I've had a rhubarb either.
so growing up, we used to grow our own rhubarb in the backyard, and my brother and I would go out to the backyard, and my parents would encourage us because if you didn't eat it, like it would just go to waste.
Right.
So we'd go to the back garden, pull these huge strands of rhubarb out of the ground, like
Damn.
obviously dust the dirt off,
Right.
but then dip it in like a little bowl of sugar and just eat it. It's just like boop, sugar
Wow.
in your mouth. It's sweet and just so incredible. Incredibly tart, and it's
Yeah.
just delicious.
Yeah.
What is it closest to tasting like? Dipped in the sugar.
It has the consistency of celery. It feels like you're eating celery, but the taste is it's
Raspberry?
like oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's like I was gonna say it's like a Sour Patch Kid or like a
Yeah.
what was that? The Warheads. Have you ever had those
Yeah.
Warhead
Yes.
gumballs? Take the flavor out, like the blue raspberry
wow.
flavor out. It's like that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Sour.
So it's like it makes it feel like you're eating something that's good for you, but it tastes like something that's good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's not sweet. I mean, if you dip it in sugar, then it becomes.
Yeah.
But it's
Wow.
just pure sour. It's just
Mhm.
pure sour taste. It's like a sour
Interesting.
celery. If you
Weird.
let celery just sit in your refrigerator and go bad,
It's like pickle it.
but
Yeah.
still make it crispy. Yeah, yeah. It's like pickled
Pickled
celery.
rhubarb.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's a
So
rock
you
monkey.
don't
Okay.
like strawberry rhubarb pie? Is that what you were getting at?
No, I was going to say, if anybody jumps down to the comment section below and says Lost is like a strawberry rhubarb pie, those are fighting words. Because I will come to Hawaii and I will throw, I will not assault you, but I will throw pictures of strawberry rhubarb at you, and I will waft smell of strawberry rhubarb in your general direction, so you have to smell it. And it's delicious. Consider
It's
yourself
amazing.
not assaulted.
No.
Please legally consider yourself not assaulted.
I will come to Hawaii and I will not assault you.
You'll come to Hawaii, wait 14 days.
That is
Find the guy.
perhaps the greatest threat
Not
I've
assaulted.
ever heard in my life.
Might pepper you, but I will not assault you.
Sounds like
Wait.
the Hawaii Comedians Forum.
Yeah, no one ever travels to follow through on their threats there.
Yeah. But it's have to have fast hands. I think that's the rule.
All right.
Okay, so we're coming down to the last couple of
We're
minutes of the episode. Mike, thank you so much for joining us. Autumn, thank you. We're going to keep
Thank
going
you.
in a couple minutes, Autumn, for episode 11. But Mike, it's been great talking to you, catching up with you. Where can
Thanks
people
for having me?
find you? And you've
Yeah,
got a
man.
daily
It's
live video show that you do. What's up with that?
Yeah. Do you want me to plug it?
Yes, please.
Okay. So every day, Monday through Friday, except for this month, starting October, I will be doing this Monday through Friday. Until then, for the rest of September, it will be Tuesday through Friday. I have a movie talk show called Gotta Love Them Movies. We go live Tuesday through Friday, 4 p.m. East Coast time. So if you are in New York or Atlanta or Boston or even Ohio, we go live at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we just sit around and talk about movies and movie news and kind of go through all the categories for the day. David was on the show last week, and he will be on the show again on Tuesday. And speaking of Tuesday, every Tuesday we do a toy giveaway. So this is our current Toy Tuesday. It is a San Diego Comic-Con enamel pin for 2020. If you want to know how to win that pin, it is a free giveaway. You don't have to do anything except for like my video, share my video, and comment in the section below. So check out the show on Tuesday, and you will find out how to win a pin for Toy Tuesdays.
Yeah. Free toys. Just a couple of shares.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Instead of having to answer questions about pies, and then I send you a pie. You don't want me to send you a pie in the mail. It'd be weird. By the time you get it, it'll be all smushed. But a pen would be great.
It's hilarious.
There you go.
I mean, if you want a pie, I will bake you a pie. I'll send you a pie.
Rhubarb specifically.
Well,
It
this
will be in a
episode...
Ziploc bag, but
I'm gonna double bag it probably. This episode ends with Saeed shooting a child, and that's episode 10. Right?
go ahead.
Shooting a child and then fleeing the scene of
Yeah.
the supposed murder.
Yeah.
Lost everybody.
Yeah.
All been there.
This is interesting too because this is that old classic. I mean, we've got him on already, but it's that old classic. If you could shoot Hitler, which
Yeah,
and that
exactly.
Yeah.
tackling
Kill baby Hitler.
and they're like, "Would you kill this guy?"
Oh yeah, I haven't been asking our guests the list of top 10 people they would murder if they
Oh
could
yeah,
time travel.
we'll get into that with Autumn in the next episode. But yeah, that was episode 10, everyone. Thank you, Mike. Thank you,
Awesome.
Autumn. Thank you, everyone, for watching, for
Thank you,
donating. We'll see you
Thank
in
you
a
guys
few
for having me. I
minutes
really
with the
appreciate it. It was a
next
lot of fun.
episode. Yep.
Go donate to the food
Bye.
bank.